Intimacy begins with your own view of yourself, of your own sexiness.
Dang.
So it starts with you, not you and.
Hey, guys. Thank you for listening in today. We have a special guest, Andee Allen Daniels. Andee is an educator. She's a wife, mom of two. She's been doing this intimacy, health, and wellness promoting as a consultant for 7 years. And guys, we have a show for you. Andee, go ahead and tell us about what you have for us today.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen you all, and it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
You glad to see me?
Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, technically I saw you on YouTube. These are YouTube stars right here. So I saw you already.
Oh, we on YouTube, y'all.
Girl, I know. Wait a minute.
You look good too. I said, oh, okay. I'm going to throw a little extra lipstick around these ladies.
Thank you. We're so glad to have you. You are so beautiful. And then the sexy voice, is there more to this voice before the show is over?
You know what? It's funny that you ask that, because people had been asking me to read things and to record my voice. And I hadn't done it before. Now, I was a singer. I was. I sang for quite a few years, but I never did any speaking. And then I was at a conference, and you know how when people have to stand up and ask questions, when they do, you have to say your name, where you're from, and then you state your question. And so I did that just like everyone else. I got in the mic. I said, hello, my name is Andee Allen. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. And a hush fell over the crowd.
But wait a minute, Dan. Before we get into this tonight, can you just give us a little something? Can you just hum like a little song or something? Just a little bit. Not just holler. I don't know you vocal.
Wait a minute. The producer's stripping. Wait a minute.
With this show. See, I'm going to call you out. This is,
oh, my goodness.
Just holler a little bit.
So here's the thing. I know I said years ago.
no, but just say a little something.
Something.
Yeah,
what?
Come on,
something
let's go.
Like what?
Anything. Let's go.
I don't know what. Well, you know what? Yeah. I have a very dear friend who has a birthday coming up this very month. She does happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Crystal. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Crystal. But wait a minute, Miss Daniels just said she was from Fort Worth. We homegirls. I'm from Fort Worth.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we'll talk about that after the show.
Here, a little over 20. You tell my age a little.
Well, let's get into this. This is more to this voice. That's what I'm waiting for.
Thank you. Yes. I am starting that up. I'm going to start that up. But yes. So you said about today.
Yeah, tell us what you have for us today.
It's called intimacy.
Andee, I know you as a spiritual person. So I know you didn't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to start selling sex toys. Tell us how you got into that.
So, how I got into this. Well, one, when I was at the University of Oklahoma as an undergraduate, I studied science and pre-medicine. I've always been interested in the body, love the body, nature, just people, amazing. And our creator is an amazing designer. We're still learning about the human body from time begun up till now. And we still don't know everything. We're still studying the brain. We're still studying different parts of our bodies inside and out. And so I've always been fascinated. I was a part of a program called Sooner HEAT. HEAT is an acronym that stands for Health Education Awareness Team. Now, I don't know if they're still around, but I was a part of that team, and they brought in medical professionals. They taught us things, and then they pushed us out onto the campus to educate other students. We talked about everything from abstinence to what you should do if you find yourself itching and burning, just to keep it real. Yes, we did. And it was a lot of fun because we did it through games. We played games, and we educated students about that. And then fast forward several years, I was at my chiropractor, and he was having a vendor event. I went in to get snapped and cracked. That's it. That's all I was going in for. But he was having a vendor event. And when I say it was standing room only, except if you were being treated, there was some of every business. And back in the corner, in the cut, there was one little brown spot. You know what I'm saying? Just one little brown spot over there. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'll get snapped and cracked. And then I'm going to have to go over there and say, hey, sis, how you doing? I see you back there. And so that's what I did. And I went back there and it was beautiful. She had this table and it was just done up so nicely. And it said on the tablecloth, pure romance. I never heard of pure romance. And so I said, this is beautiful. What do you do? What do you do? And she said, girl, I'm glad you asked. Of course, we talk like we've been knowing each other about 30 years.
Right.
And she said, you know what? We are actually an intimacy, health, and wellness company for women. We educate ladies, but we do it in a party fashion. And we also offer product for them. That's really. Now, at the time, I was married to a pastor.
Oh, come on with it. Oh, we finna talk serious business now.
She said, would you like to throw a party? I said, well, now, hold on now. wait a minute. Okay. And so she said, well, I tell you what, why don't you spin my little wheel? She had a little wheel of prizes, and whatever it lands on, you'll get that free if you do a party with me. And you can do it mild, you can do it wild, you can do both. I said, well, let me spin. Let me see. So I did. And she said, oh my goodness, you won coochie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won what?
Say what now?
Say that again, ma'am. She said, oh, no. It's a shave cream. I said, oh, but it's custard. Yeah, that's a catchy name. That's real catchy. So, long story short, I went ahead and I did a party. I said, I'll do one, but let's do mild. I said, because I'm gonna have some ladies from the church over. Let's do mild. She said, okay. So she came. She did the party. Now, we love our wine too. So I had some wine for the ladies available. They wanted some. That's right. I did. I said, look, come to a party. We can have some wine. So I did. So we had a little wine and she did her party. And when you get your wine going,
you come out.
Yes, you start whisper shouting. Suzanne. Oh, yeah. What's up? What's going on, sis? Girl, I thought you said, I was trying to whisper. I thought you said that you was going to have some stuff. I said, first of all, you're not whispering. And secondly, you're right, she does. But I didn't think that you all would be interested and I didn't want to offend. She said, are we friends? Do you know me? I said, you're right. I looked at the lady. Her name is Angela. I said, I'm so sorry. I know. I said, mild. She said, say no more. Reached under that tablecloth, baby, and pulled those out and taught us. She taught us. She taught us about our bodies. And we got to ask questions that we normally wouldn't feel comfortable asking. Because in church, especially in the marriage ministry, you talk about communication. Because that's a big factor in marriages. You talk about financial literacy, how to handle your money together.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right.
The communication. You pull out your 5 love languages, Gary Chapman. Your financial literacy. You got to pull out Dave Ramsey and the Financial Peace University and the books. But they didn't talk about intimacy.
That's true. That's true.
They didn't. Mm-hmm. And that bothered me that they did not talk about one of the things that really burdens marriages.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it destroys marriages as well.
It really does, because we don't really talk about it. And so I watched her online for 2 years. After that party, I never said another word to her for 2 years, and I just watched her. I watched her business grow. And she came to Texas not as a consultant. She came to Texas because she was actually the background singer for a very popular gospel artist. You might have heard of him. His name is Fred Hammond. She sang tenor for him. She came here with him.
Girl, we always been bad as church girls, though, haven't we? Tell the truth. For me, I'm just gonna say I grew up coaching.
Oh,
we never even said sex.
Yeah, you're right.
We never said sex. If you said sex, people like sex. So you never and oral sex. Oh, you going to hell, girl? You gonna burn? That is not right. I didn't know. Oh, girl, I can't wait to talk to. Dive back in it again. I'm just trying to help you out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So it was amazing. I had such a wonderful time, and I learned so much. I learned when she was up there, but I didn't feel like I was learning. We were having such a great time, and I didn't feel like I was in a classroom with notes. You know,
were you having a great time talking about sex, or was it making you like? While y'all was talking about
what is that, Dee? The people can't see you nodding your head.
Okay,
what is that?
did it make you hot? Like you want to go home and just tear your husband up? Did it make you feel like, you know how your thing jump sometimes, or your body get to doing funny
your
stuff?
body starts responding. So
right, that's right.
Great question. So you would ask me, was it this or was it that?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
See, that's what
it was both and.
It was that's real talk as women. That's what I'm saying. That's what caused a lot of fornication in marriages.
Yes.
You know, it caused adultery, it caused everything. Because what happens is, like me, what I learned as a church girl, I really didn't know how to satisfy my husband.
Right.
I did not, because I thought everything was a sin. I thought you put this long gown on, you get in the bed, and you get on top of each other, and get off each other, do your business on Color Purple.
Come on.
Like she said, do your business.
And that's what was said. That's what she said. She said, you act like
it's just...
Up, down. So I have a question.
Yes.
So one of the things in which between men and women, when we say intimacy, it's always a disconnect there, because typically men think of a physical aspect of intimacy, and women, think of everything else other than that. But it seems as if that when you were at this party, you were talking more of physical intimacy versus the plateau of just intimacy. And I think that needs to be kind of deciphered, that intimacy does include the physical aspect of it. But it's the first time I ever heard someone talk about intimacy and speak of it from a woman's standpoint in a physical aspect.
It was physical, but believe it or not, she talked about intimacy beginning with, because she was talking to a group of women, intimacy beginning with us, not us and him.
Yeah.
Us. And it wasn't necessarily a sexual intimacy. She talked about, like, for instance, if you're getting ready for a date. She said the date begins when you wake up in the morning and you take your shower. The intimacy starts. Because and the way I say this, because she's saying that's on your mind. You're thinking, okay, I gotta get up and go on to work. When I get out from work, that's on your mind. So when you take your shower, you're picking the ones that make your skin extra supple. Intimacy begins with your own view of yourself, of your own sexiness.
Dang.
So it starts with you, not you and.